Included on your CD is a demonstration program called Demo 6. It is a debugging practice program. As you will see when we run this program compiles normally, but does not produce correct results. Allow me first to give you some background on the code. The variables that are declared and initialized are mainly short variables. As you can see, they're all short integers, with the exception of the average worker hours variable, which is a float. Each of the integers have been given an initial value. In the case of the worker and hours variables, you can see the values given. The total workers and total hours and average worker hours have been initialized to 0. The next segment of the program is to calculate by adding the two worker figures together to get total workers, to add hours 1 plus hours 2 to accumulate total hours. The third calculation is to calculate the average, which is the total hours divided by the total workers. And then finally, we're using a cout statement to display the results of our calculation. Now, before I compile and run this program, you should note that the correct answer should be 8.83 as the average worker hours. Let's compile the program, which yields no errors and no warnings, and then produce the result. Now, as you can see, the average hours worked is calculated as 8. But as I have verified by hand, the answer should be 8.83. Returning to the program, do you see what the problem is? You may want to take a few minutes to look at this practice program to see if you can determine what the problem is with this code. Now that you've had a chance to examine the code, were you able to find the problem? Well, the problem is with the calculation of the average. We have a variable called average worker hours, which is a type float, which is being calculated as a division of two short integer variables, total hours and total workers. And as you can see, the results were incorrect. To correct this, we typecast by placing the word float in parentheses immediately before the variable that we want to change. Remember, this does not change the type of the data, it only does so temporarily. So now we have a calculation which involves a float equaling a float divided by another float. Now let's recompile our program to determine if this gives us the correct results. And as you can see, here's our answer, 8.83333. You should always verify your results with some test data to make sure that your calculations are indeed working. As this program proved, your program could very easily compile error-free and not produce correct results. It is up to you as the programmer to verify that your code is indeed working. Remember, rather than allowing the C compiler to perform implicit type conversion, which can lead to unexpected results in a program, it is better to use a typecast, which is referred to as explicit type conversion, to convert data from one data type to another. You typecast an item of data by preceding it with the name of the desired data type. When you typecast a variable, C creates a temporary copy of that variable using the new data type. Typecasting does not change either the data type or contents of the original variable. When an equation contains mixed data types, you should use typecast to make each item of data that appears on the right side of the equal sign the same data type as the variable that appears on the left side of the equal sign. This is a fact in C that can be cumbersome, so you need to practice with this and be aware of this at all times when performing calculations.